Popcorn ceilings, also known as cottage cheese or acoustic ceilings, have a bumpy-like appearance. While some people aren't bothered by this, others find them outdated, difficult to clean, and potentially hazardous. Popcorn ceilings installed as late as the mid-80s may contain asbestos. Before starting this project, you should test the texture for asbestos, small mineral fibers that can build up in your lungs and cause health problems. You can do it yourself following appropriate safety precautions and using an EPA-approved test kit available at the Home Depot. Or you can have an asbestos specialist test it for you. The sample collected with the kit must be mailed to a lab for testing. For a list of specialists in your area, contact the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency or go to epa.gov/asbestos. If you find asbestos, you can actually leave it in place if it's in good condition, according to the Consumer Products Safety Commission. The mere presence of asbestos in a home is not hazardous. But disturbing asbestos may release asbestos fibers and become a health hazard. Most people will want it removed, and this should only be done by a certified asbestos abatement contractor. The guidelines in this DIY project are suggested for those who do not have asbestos present. It may be difficult to remove popcorn ceilings covered with paint. Paint can prevent the texture from absorbing water, which is necessary to loosen the material. In this instance, you'll likely need a chemical stripper to break down the paint barrier. Follow the guidelines of your manufacturer when applying the chemical stripper. We're focusing on unpainted material in this video. Set aside a couple days to complete each room that you tackle. The materials needed for this project will be covered a little later. When removing your popcorn ceiling, protect yourself and your personal property. Turn off the heating and cooling system and the power to ceiling fans and lighting fixtures. Remove all furniture and miscellaneous items with an extra set of hands if needed. With the support of painter's tape, run rosin paper or a drop cloth with a waterproof backing along the floor, and apply plastic sheeting to walls and fixtures. Keep the room ventilated to allow fresh air to flow in and out. This is especially helpful if you or someone in your household has respiratory allergies. Next, prepare to scrape off the textured material. Be sure to wear a dust mask or respirator and safety glasses when performing this step. Multifunctional ceiling texture scrapers allow you to extend your reach using a handle or painter's pole and collect some of the falling texture so you'll have less to clean. You can do a dry scrape or apply a little water to help moisten and remove the material if the process becomes difficult. For a dry scrape, work in small sections of about 4 to 6 square feet. For a moistened scrape, saturate a small section of the material with a bottle of warm water mixed with a few drops of dishwashing soap. Apply enough to loosen the material, but not cause damages to the drywall under it. Make several passes if necessary. Wait 15 to 20 minutes for the material to absorb the solution. Then begin scraping. If the material is difficult to remove, repeat the moistening process. Whichever method chosen, use a small putty knife to scrape corners, crown moldings, and residue, and around fixtures that are left hanging. Be careful not to gouge the drywall or tear the drywall joint tape throughout the removal process. You may need to do some drywall finishes after the texture has been removed. Popcorn ceilings do a great job of hiding ceiling imperfections that will become visible once the material is removed. Therefore, be prepared to sand the ceiling once the repair work is dried. Keep the sanding to a minimum so that you don't damage the ceiling. If you come across a visible nail or screw below the surface, cover it with joint compound, allow it to dry, then sand the area. Also, prime and paint your ceiling. Once dried, restore the power and the room back to normal. Here's a list of materials you'll need to remove your popcorn ceiling. For more detailed information about this and many other popular projects, check out the DIY Projects and Ideas section of HomeDepot.com or talk to one of our store associates. Good luck, and thanks for shopping at the Home Depot.